Good morning and welcome to today's English language class on letter writing. Today we will learn about letter writing and specifically focus on the informal or the friendly letter. A letter is a written form of communication addressed to an organization or individual which is generally sent by post. It is very important that you as students know how to write a letter as it is one of the most common means of communication in workplaces and otherwise. Writing it correctly and accurately is important to convey the information accurately as well as precisely. Now, to give you a brief understanding, there is no better means of communicating with people at a distance than through a letter. Communication by telephone or other wireless means of communication may be faster, but it lacks the quality of permanence. A letter is something that is permanent. A letter is always there for someone to refer to. You can refresh your memory by reading a letter after a long time. Moreover, the letter has a personal touch if written by hand, since each one's handwriting is unique in character, projecting the personality of the writer. A good letter fosters good relations with people and firms. A letter may be classified according to their objectives into personal letters, that is, informal letters, or even formal letters. As you have already been told, broadly speaking, there are two types of letters, the formal letter and the informal letter. Formal letters are official letters dealing with subjects such as inquiry, ordering, reference, request, booking, complaint, apology. These letters are formal in nature. Nothing in such letters should sound too personal or too intimate. What matters is setting your letter out correctly, keeping it to the point, and maintaining the necessary formal tone. Formal letters are letters written to school principals, teachers, managers of companies, officers, or even editors of newspapers. The second kind of letter is the informal or the friendly letter. Such letters are letters written to mothers, a father, uncle, aunt, friend, cousin. These are also called personal letters. Today, we shall focus specifically on the informal letter, which is also known as the friendly letter. As is given in the slide, a friendly letter are letters written to relations, friends, colleagues, or acquaintances. They are written in simple, familiar, and informal style. Now, when we say informal style here, you must nonetheless remember that you are writing a letter for an examination. So you mustn't use any kind of short forms, any kind of slang languages, any kind of your SMS, WhatsApp language, which will result in you losing a lot of marks. So though it is an informal style, you are nonetheless expected to write in proper, correct grammar. The usual subjects of such letters are invitation, request, apology, congratulations, postponement, inquiry, sympathy, thanksgiving, or conveying news. As students, I'm sure all of you try your best to score maximum marks in your papers. You must remember that the essay writing portion of your English language paper is extremely scoring. But you must make sure that you are very well acquainted. That means you know very well the format of your letter. If you do not know your format well, you will not be able to score marks. So now, do pay close attention to the part I will be teaching you now, where we will discuss the various parts of an informal letter. The first part of an informal letter, as I'm sure you know, is the address of the writer. This address of the writer is written on the left-hand side of the page, right at the margin. Below the address of the writer comes the date of the letter. This date, month and year should be written in full form. For November, do not write NOV. For January, do not write JAN. Make sure that you are writing in full form. Below that comes the greeting or the salutation, where based on the question, you must address your letter either to your mother, to your father, to your friend, or to some other relative. Make sure that you are not writing any short forms like mummy, mom, dad, papa. Alright? Because after all, this is a proper examination. Next, you are to write an opening sentence. Now, in your opening sentence, many of you tend to write, "How are you? I am fine. I hope you're okay. I hope this letter finds you in the pink of health." You are not expected to write any of this in your letter. The opening sentence of your letter must be directly related to the question that is given to you or to the topic that is assigned to you. After that comes the body of your letter, where in the body of your letter, you are to answer exactly the questions which are given to you in your topic. The body of your letter should be divided into paragraphs, following which comes the conclusion and then the leave taking, where you write at the bottom of your letter your subscription as well as your name. There is no need to write your full name because after all, this is an informal, friendly letter.